Happy Sunday. Woo, what a beautiful day. I thought I would just come out and surprise you with some Sunday thoughts, folks. Coach Michael Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I hope you're doing great. I hope it's a beautiful Sunday for you. Me and my family just left church this morning. And Brady Cooper's our pastor. Did a great job talking about Joshua. And Joshua was an incredible person, Thomas C. Davidson, but he made some foolish choices, right? And so the whole sermon this morning was on foolish choices and how do we avoid foolish choices. And I want to parlay that. Good morning to everybody that's joining. I want to parlay that into a different concept, because I saw this past week some examples of extreme thinking. And extreme thinking is when you go all in and then something doesn't go right and you go all out, right? You extreme thinking is I would do this forever, and then the next minute you're ready to quit. Extreme thinking is I didn't get one thing that I wanted, and because I didn't get one thing I wanted, I chalk the whole experience up as a bad experience. Okay, I want you to listen to what I'm about to tell you, folks. Big time people do not practice extreme thinking. Okay, and what I mean by that is what I saw this past week just out of a few people is, man, one thing didn't go the way they thought it would go, or they didn't get a piece of information they should have gotten. Number one is big time people take full responsibility for everything. If you don't get information that you need, reach out and say, hey man, I didn't get the information that I need to be successful with this. What can I do? Maybe I did, maybe I missed it, maybe I didn't get it. See, big time people, the extreme thinking in people is they're quick to blame other people. Okay, and I can't see that right because I'm driving, but something about long-term decisions requires something. So what I see a lot of times is that people get emotional and they very quickly jump to a conclusion about something. And what the sermon was about this morning was Joshua had these big wins, man. He was really great, and he did this, and he did this, and he did this, and he made some bad choices, some bad decisions, which we all do, by the way. So I'm just telling you, when I observe people, one indicator to me that they maybe need some maturity in an area as a coach is that, right, Kathy Newcomb, is that I don't make extreme decisions, extreme thinking. If something doesn't go the way I want it to, man, I step back and say, what was my contribution to this? What could I have done better? Man, if I need a piece of information, I go say, man, I need a piece of information that I didn't get. And I never just jump to conclusion, oh, well, they're terrible, or this, or they didn't give me this. See, we got to start thinking like big-time people. You know, I'm speaking in a few weeks to Doug Wood's group, Big Optavia group, out about 3,000 people in Phoenix. And I was working this morning on a message around this concept of remarkable boldness. And where does remarkable boldness come from? Right? Where does it come from? And many times a remarkable boldness comes from the usage of a negative experience. It could come from going through conflict and figuring out it ain't that bad. It could come from being rejected and figuring out or feeling rejected is the best thing ever happened to you, not to go through that decision. See, extreme thinking is this is bad or this is good. Mature thinkers, this thing always does this to me. Mature thinkers start asking a different question. And the different question is, what can I gain out of the experience? Not what did I lose from the experience. So I just want you thinking, because a lot of my talks are around going pro. All the people who joined me on Thursday and Friday for the big summit, that concept was around going pro. Well, if you want to go pro, you got to go pro first in the mind, first in the thought patterns, first in how you handle adversity, first in how you attack a day, first in your mindset about when things don't go the way you want them to go, first in how we even view decisions and have frameworks for decisions. So what I'm trying to convey to you this morning is that sermon about Joshua making some foolish decisions, and then our pastor kind of outlined how do you make good decisions. It just got me thinking about one bad decision I see people make, man, is they practice that extreme thinking. Like I said, here's the biggest thing I say. One thing doesn't go the way they think it should go. then they want to quit. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. You got to make up your mind, like King David in the Bible. It's going to be a fight, but we're going to find a way to win. You got to make up your mind. We chop wood and carry water. We got to make up our mind, Derek Fossey, that this is a game of probability, of taking action and taking action and taking action. And if we can teach people that, in Derek's case, man, when things don't go their way, they don't want to quit. Now, so I just want to encourage you, man. It's Sunday morning. I just had a great message at church, and I really want to encourage you, man. Don't practice extreme thinking. Something doesn't go the way you want it to, man, just buckle down, right? Just buckle down and say, hey, what's my contribution to this? Not why me. Never say why me. Why is this happening to me? What you got to say, man, is what is this trying to teach me? So, you guys have a great day. My thing came off off my thing, so I'm going to finish this up here. All right, no extreme thinking. Love you.
Hey, welcome to Ask a Pro. Grant Cardone here with my friend, Coach Michael Burt, Monster Producer Academy. He's the founder of, CEO. He's a personal friend of mine. Monster Producer Academy also sits at Cardone U now, if you don't know that. And I went out and sought Michael Burt because I'm like, this dude is a professional coach, not an amateur coach, not a dilettante, not a mamby-pamby. Dude, This guy gets you accelerated growth. Yes. Okay, he gets you spikes and spurts and spurges. He'll show you how to scale your business, but before you scale your business, he'll show you how to grow your business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confidence and comebacks.
You know, I'm being totally honest. In all the projects that I'm involved with and the humanitarian work and everything, I am so excited about what we're doing together. It can just change people's lives. Number one, fantastic, Coach Burt. That's why you're the best at what you do.
That's right.
It's like when I saw you at 10X with Grant Cardone's conference. He had so many amazing speakers there. And Coach Burt and I were walking from one place to another. When I saw him, I'm telling you this is the God's honest truth. I thought, he has something. I don't know what it is, but he has something. And that was that confidence that you teach about, that maybe they don't see it now, but it is going to unfold.
Yep.
It was not that long ago, literally hearing you on stage at 10X. And you know what? You were hands down the most authentic, real speaker that entire weekend. And luckily I was able to get a hold of Eric out there at the table, and you and I were able to have coffee the next day. And my world has changed drastically since that meeting in that hotel room here in Arizona.
Hi, my name's Sam Taggart, founder of DDD Experts and DDD-Con. And we've hired Coach Burt on multiple occasions to speak, to come mastermind with us, to coach us, and he is one of the greatest out there. He literally has all the mechanics, he's got the experience, you can tell he lives it, not just talks about it. And I've worked with people like Ed Milet, Jordan Belfort, Tim Grover, and many other great speakers out there. And Michael Burt lines up perfectly with the rest of them. Definitely recommend hiring Coach Burt as a coach, as a speaker, and to help you and your organization scale.
Listen, today's bottom line is on something near and dear to my heart. It's called self-improvement, making yourself better. I like to read, I like to listen to MP3s, I like to watch movies, I like to take interactive training courses, go figure. I like to try to improve myself so I can get better, get more polished, get more professional. Now watch, it works too, because check this out. Now, this is after all my practice, I'm able to sound like this.
Trained people always outperform untrained people. Coach people always outperform uncoached people. You can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. That's why everybody needs a good coach in life. There's only 3 modes of operation you're operating in today. You're either dynamic and growing, you're static and plateaued, or you're entropic, you're dying. And the minute you stop growing, you start dying. So if you're going to flounder around for the rest of your life and not get any better because you don't have a coach in your life, you're going to continue getting the same results over and over and over. You need a person in your life who will have hard conversations with you, make you do things you don't want to do, help you become something you didn't think you could become. You need somebody coaching you. If you're not interested in your own potential, why should other people be interested in your potential? This idea of embryonic growth, that you'll be better today than you were yesterday. You'll be better tomorrow than you are today. That you never stop getting better. But if you're going to lay around, do nothing, you're going to wake up years from now and you're going to have regret. The way you minimize that regret is you take action. You feel guilty because you're not doing what you should be doing. You're not becoming what you're capable of becoming. You're not going out there and crushing your potential. You're just laying around and goofing off, wasting it.
And that's the bottom line.
I'm Dr. Kevin Elko. We're here at Coach Bert's unbelievable retreat. He just said something. I was sitting in the crowd taking notes. I thought it was one of the best things I've ever heard about people and how they don't look like they quit, but they quit. Give it to them, Coach.
Yeah, a person has 4 parts to their nature. They got a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit. And what happens is many times people quit with their mind, their heart, and their spirit. So they quit, but they forgot to tell anybody. They still dress up and paint up and pretty up and show up at work, but they're not there with their most important parts of their nature, which is their mind, their thoughts, their heart, their passion, and their spirit, their confidence. And that's what happens to a lot of people.
Be somebody who's committed to everything you do and finish everything that you do. And please look my friend up, because he's one of the best coaches I've ever seen in my life, to make you become not an interested person or a kind of person, committed. Please look this fella up and you'll go a long way.